You know what, basically, let me say this. Emotions are really, really great for urgent situations. Emotions are not interpretations. Emotions are not decisions. Emotions are not beliefs. Emotions are not thoughts. Emotions are the physical are an event triggered by thoughts and interpretations and so on, in order to make things happen in an emergency, basically. So, like anger, for instance, is a way for us to get to is a thing that by speeding up the heart, by flaring the nostrils to get more oxygen in, anger, it motivates us to do something about a problem. It gives us the courage, the fearlessness, the energy to do something about a problem. Sadness is in order to stop doing other activities. There's two things. One, it's to get you to not do other activities so that whatever problem has, you can be focused on that problem. There's nothing you can do about it right now with sadness. Someone died, for instance, but you need to take a second to sort of grapple with what had happened. And then the second thing is sadness. It's a way to get help from other people. Sadness, we can see it in the face and so on. We have face signals for that, which are interpreted by other human beings to help us. Fear is a thing that is triggered by the possibility of a threat, and it is so that in this problem, in this emergency, so that we avoid that threat, regardless of any other information. Just to know that there's a threat is meant to get us to be more on our toes and so on. Disgust is an emotion when you're confronted with the emergency, the situation of poison or moral poison. So people not following the rules can trigger disgust. Oh, I need to get away from those immoral lepers or literal lepers. Oh, I'm disgusted, so I need to get away. So emotions are it's when the brain's interpreting, and it's like, holy shit, we have a serious thing here, and we need to act quickly and decisively on this thing. So anger, punch him. Sadness, cry, get help. Fear, run, alert the others by screaming. Disgust, distance yourself, or throw it away. Okay?
And the reason that the difference between those emotions and then other normal other interpretations without that added component of the body feeling a certain way and whatever, is that emotions are meant to happen when we need to get moving and do something. Right? And where we don't want any other interpretations to interfere with that, which is why when you're angry you see red, when you're scared you paralyze, right? Time seems to pass really, really weirdly, because a whole bunch of other things are put on pause and you are consumed by something because you need to deal with this thing. But sometimes, because the modern world is so different from the world in which our ancestors evolved, well, sometimes what triggers our emotion, like stress, for instance, doesn't actually need to trigger. You should not be stressed every time you go to work, for instance, every time you're in traffic, or every time you're in front of your boss, whatever. That should not cause stress. But unfortunately, we didn't evolve in these conditions, and so it does cause the stress response, one of those emotions. It says, oh, we need to do something about this. We can't think about anything else. This needs to be taken care of. It's like, shit, every day there's a new task and your body's like freaking out like that. Okay? So emotions are amazing for emergencies. They are the fist of the brain to get us in a gear. But they are not themselves interpretations, nor are they useful when you don't need to be compelled and overwhelmed. Okay? Wait, emotions are also useful in sort of prioritizing, classifying information that's stored in the brain. It's or coloring the information so that it's given more weight, more priority in the brain. So certain memories will evoke an emotional thing. These memories tend to be things that our evolutionary program has, would determine them to be important. Traumatic events, for instance. Also, for instance, the emotion that you feel when you see a loved one that you haven't seen in a while. Well, I guess that's that fist. That's the brain going, oh, hey, this is someone I've seen in a while. Time to put on the fist, put on the gloves, slap us into action, because we need to make sure that right now we show that person love, we show that person connection, whatever. So, like I said earlier, so in behavior and action, emotion is only useful in sort of problems or things that involve immediate and total attention. And then for memory, it's about memories that need attention and that need to be recalled easily, that need this coloring and weight.